not a little bit, this one's gonna be a juicy one, about a powerful topic. Today, I'm gonna share with you guys a trend that I'm seeing all over the world today, and I'm gonna bring a powerful and reflective response to this story and this narrative, and we're gonna change the mental shift in the framework of this conversation. So, everything on social media is about success. People that have always been a success, right? It's always about people that have made millions of dollars, they've figured out the blueprint, and they've somehow amassed a success from the ground up, and they've been doing it since they were born. They had no issue, and because of that, they can flaunt their Lambos, Ferraris, the beautiful girls, all the sorts of things, and talk to you about their millions of dollars. Most people do not want to talk to you about their hard times. And now what I'm seeing is a trend in the opposite sense, where people are actually showcasing to their story, but they're mentioning like a recent title that I'm gonna paraphrase here is, I'm 40 years old, I wasted my life, don't make my mistakes. And that's a popular video right now that's blowing up on the internet. Today, I'm gonna share with you guys what I've learned being alive for 29 years. I'm gonna showcase with you the mistakes that I made so that you don't have to make them. And then I'm going to also show you the tricks that I've used to pull myself out of this rut every single time. This video is a mentality video. This video is a faith video. This video is a God video. So if you're interested in figuring out how to get out of a rut, how to stop making mental loops of giving up and not being good enough, and you want to actually start taking action on your life, this video is for you. Let's get right into it. Perseverance, Ethan J. If you're not subscribed, please like, comment, subscribe. Your efforts, this means a lot. You're helping a content creator that doesn't look like your traditional content creator go up and make waves. So that love and support means a lot. But that being said, let's get into it. So, the quadrant for wasting your life. There's a few components to this, right? But I'm going to keep it super short and sweet. So, wasting life. Right? Wasting life. How not to waste your life. Simple. I'm going to put this into different quadrants and pieces, and I'm going to show you the board at the end, right? So wasting life. The first component is diluting yourself. Don't be delusional, right? Don't be delusional to what real life is all about. People are going to tell you that real life is about comfort and ease, and it's about having a 9 to 5 and then taking a break when you're done your 9 to 5, and life is supposed to be easy, and all the successful people and all the elite get to celebrate with Sundays on Sunday. No. If anything, if I could teach you anything about life, is that life is built with an inherent suffering. And the gift is when you're not suffering through work and through building a legacy and building a business or failing and learning from something, the beauty is you get to enjoy some of the fruits of your labor. But don't forget that labor is the ultimate currency on this earth. And I have to learn this the hard way myself. Story time. I've spent years of my life sleeping in and not really taking advantage of my life because I even myself have felt like time has run out for me. But I'll tell you the way that I've gotten out of this is simple. I love fitness, so even when I'm in a rut, I train physically. For me, this rut is not having the motivation to pursue something, not having the motivation to try anymore, being stuck in a loophole of thinking. And the easiest way that you can dilute yourself in today's modern times, TV, pornography, gambling, right? Constantly eating out, video games. I'm not saying that any of these are inherently bad. I'm saying that they're all collectively bad when done unconsciously. We as a society have gotten to a point where we're diluting ourselves with these experiences. At the end of the day, you have to realize that if you dilute yourself from what the reality of life is, which is labor focused, you're always going to put yourself in a bondage. Remember, the gospel is about the free grace that Christ gives us. So when it comes to your salvation, you don't have to work much besides repenting. But the truth is, for you to attain physical items and experiences on this earth, you have to work. That's the truth. So if you want something, you have to go out to get it. And you should never feel bad for going out there on a run at 5 o'clock in the morning in your neighborhood or 7 o'clock at night in your neighborhood, and people look at you awkwardly and you're trying to get that fitness goal, because at the end of the day, you're working towards a goal. That's the whole point of life. Don't let anybody tell you that you're doing too much or you're doing the most, right? If you want a goal, you're going to have to work for it. Simple. And if you don't, what you're going to notice is at the end of your life, you're going to sit there, damn, I didn't really do too much. Yeah, because you wasted your life when you had the chance to do it. You don't have all the energy throughout your entire life. I'd say from like 12 to like 45, 60, that's your peak working era, right? After this time, you're pretty much done. Like your energy starts to really deplete. So while you're in this sweet spot between that 12 to 60 area, right? Some would even say 12 to 50. You got to be going to town. Every conversation that you have needs to be about business or fitness or developing a project or developing a cultivation of something. And if it's not, then you got to ask yourself, what am I doing wrong right now? Right? So first thing, how not to waste life? Stop being delusional about what life is. Life is not eating Sundays on Sunday. Right? Life is about working hard and then being thankful at the end of the journey. And now a lot of people are going to say, dude, I get it, but I'm kind of confused and I don't know what to do with my life. Dude, figure yourself out. Know thyself is the next one. Right? MBTI, learn about your personality. Learn about your work tendencies. Learn about your passion in life. Learn about the industries you want to work in. Right? How do you stop wasting life? You stop being delusional. You understand that labor is the ultimate currency. Next, you know thyself. So you understand your natural gifts. We all have natural gifts and skill sets. When you understand this, you'll also be able to assess yourself and say, okay, you know what? I'm more of an extrovert. I'm more of a people's person. Maybe I should go do sales. Or hey, you know what? I kind of suck in doing admin work. Maybe I should go do something more physical. You learn this about yourself. You'll be able to apply it to help you move forward in your life instead of staying stuck. Not every box is supposed to fit into the school system. Right? The school system is a box, right? And they make boxes, but not every square is going to fit into a square because he's not a square to begin with. He might be a circle or a triangle. So you got to go figure out where you're supposed to be, right? Next thing, we're going to get into it. My camera's already dying, which sucks. Number 3, you got to get rid of time wasters. Get rid of time wasters. Get rid of things that waste your time. There's a lot of things in life that waste your time, and I'm going to write all of them down right now. Clubbing, pornography, gambling, TV consumption, weed, vaping, alcohol, useless dating, random concerts with no meaning to them, wasting money. When you are clubbing, watching pornography, gambling, TV consumption, weed, vaping, alcohol, and I've been on this ride before, right? So I'm not telling you something that I haven't done. I'm telling you that this has limited me before. Constantly, excessively looking at tattoos and social media, tattoo buying, right? That could be any type of compulsive buying. Social media usage. If you're not using your time wisely, right? You're not building something. You're not moving forward. You're going to be constantly feeling like life is being wasted, because the truth is you get the best components of your life when you're acting in life. Many of you guys have taken a backward step in terms of life, and you watch other people create on social media, on TV, on shows, and you forget that you're also in this game of life. You're also acting right now. But you forget that because social media gives you a highlight reel and you get obsessed with that. So you do your minimum wage job, you go do your minimum wage situation, you figure out what you could do with whatever situation you have, and you forget that, dude, you could still be creating something. A lot of you don't realize that you guys can create businesses at 35, 40, 50. A lot of you guys can create businesses at 65, 70. Colonel Sanders made KFC at 65. So when I meet people that are young and that are not building businesses or not talking about fitness or not doing something exciting or adventurous, I question it. I'm like, dude, what are you really about? Like, what do you got going on in your psyche that is taking advantage of this life that you've been given, right? Like, you have to, at this time, you need to be doing stuff, right? And taking action, going out there, doing whatever you can do with what you have. Right? When you don't, and you go to the clubbing, pornography, gambling, TV consumption, weed, the vaping, the alcohol, the video games, the useless dating, the random concerts, the wasting money on useless stuff, buying tattoos for no reason, and I'm tatted up myself, I can tell you guys this, right? And endlessly watching social media, you waste life by being a bystander in it. So how do you fix this? Prevent these things, right? Now, I don't know how long I have before my camera goes, but I'm going to give you guys a few things that you can focus on, okay? 3 things: faith, fitness, intellectual development. If you can grow in these 3 areas, faith, fitness, and intellectual development, in some sort of way every single day, you'll start to progress yourself. Find ways to progress in these 3 areas. If you get to see my next video that I make, and it's going to be my 4 quadrant system that I use to be sharp as I can be, and you follow that, and you follow this 3-step principle to maintain these big areas in life, your faith, your fitness, and your intellectual capacity for curiosity and learning more, you'll begin to realize that you're more capable of what you're capable of. Mindset shift. Before I let you go, last thing. Don't ever feel like just because you got into an industry that your story is done. You tell yourself stories, and those stories, they stay stuck with you. You can choose to get outside of that. You can choose to beat the system, but it's up to you. So do you choose to beat the system, or do you choose to stay limited in it? I'm going to leave you with that paradigm. It's up to you to decide on what you want to do. Don't think just because there's a failure in your life right now and you're watching this video and life is over, you think that life is done. That's not the truth. It's over if you say it's over. You could restart at 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, wherever. But you have to be willing to take action and pivot. Just like great footwork, you got to be able to pivot and adapt and adjust. That's part of the game. Be blessed.